right near the coffee.
So this is where you live?
Right here I live in. There's a lady from the lad I will charge them a little money to buy them avocado. I go buy Sardon, Maureen and General. You give me them plywood to come and build this thing here. It's up in the bush there, I just go and eat myself. So I can't wait that to happen anymore. So I make a little turn around.
So you say you don't have any toilet?
No. You could see yourself too.
So you're trying to build a septic system here?
Right. So I still have to go around.
So you did all of this digging yourself?
Yeah.
You're alone?
Yeah, alone. Take me a whole month to do it.
Wow.
What I do like for myself, I can't give it to others.
Do you mind if I film inside your house?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes. I like you to see everything.
But it's you burn candles, eh?
Yes, I just burn candles.
But you have to be careful because it seems as if it almost caught fire before.
Yeah. My name is Francisco Baptiste.
Where are you from, Mr. Batiste?
I come from Sandy Bay, 1971, the first suffrage. And I come in Lowmans up there. And then after I get up there, I come down here and I squat a piece of land down by Village down there. They come and they say they want there. And they,
Who's the day?
The government say he want the place to put the power plant and put the petrocarib. So he locate me here. But he locate me here without no money. I been have a property down there and I don't get nothing.
What kind of property did you have down there?
I been have a little wall house there and I been have some fruit trees and I been fence up the place and I don't get nothing.
So nothing whatsoever?
Nothing whatsoever.
So the land on which you used to live, who did it belong to?
Well, that was squatting time. So you just go and squat.
So it was government land?
It was government land. Yeah.
And did the government say whether or not they would offer any compensation when they relocated you from?
No, they don't tell me nothing. They only just give me a letter to get this piece of land here. That is all they do.
So this land also belongs to the government?
No, well, it belongs to the government, but they say I have to buy it, but I don't pay for it, so I have a deed for it.
So you paid for it already?
Yes.
So, well, you've been, for want of a better expression, behind me for a few months. Quite a few months ago, you contacted me asking me to come and see what your situation is.
Right.
And initially, you had told me that you had a number of fruit trees planted down there, and the government had said that they would have compensated you for those fruit trees?
Yes, but up to now I can't hear nothing. The lady who been take up the case, she done that already. Sylvester, the code Sylvester, she done die, and it seems to be like everything done die. Cause I go to Miss Kebakas say this is too long and all them kind of thing, you know.
So tell me about the number of trees, the fruit trees that you had.
Well, I just can't remember the number, but I could tell you what all I've been have. I've been have zabuka, mango, orange, lime, and sugar apple. Been got banana and pigeon peas.
So were these fruit trees bearing or?
Yeah, they was bearing, because I used to sell orange by the bucket and zabuka by the bucket.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I used to do construction work, but right now I can't do them kind of work right now because I do pay in INS. It's only somebody might call me and give me 2 days or a week because they wouldn't want because I ain't paying INS and they don't want nobody work with them who ain't paying INS.
So you mean you've never paid NIS?
Yeah, I used to pay INS. I pay INS.
So I'm not sure I follow. What do you mean when you say they wouldn't want to?
No, well, the reason why I say so, no, you got to pay INS now. And I don't reach a certain age.
Oh, you've passed retirement age.
Yes.
How old are you?
I will be 69 coming here.
69.
Yeah, coming in September.
So what kind of construction work do you do?
I do mason work, I do carpenter work.
So you're a tradesman.
Yeah. The reason why I could have handled this to buy this land here.
So you saved the money from your earnings and bought the land.
Yes.
Do you have children?
No, I don't have no children.
Do you have a girlfriend or wife?
No, I don't have nobody. I'm a single man. I'm single. I don't have nobody.
So you've been toughing it out on your own for years?
For years.
And what essentially, what is the message that you want the government to get from this interview?
Well, the trees of them value $23,000, but it seems to be like that wouldn't really give me a good little home. But if you have to give me that, I have to satisfy. He build a little home for me.
So who gave that value for the trees?
I just can't remember the guy's name.
But you had some documents when you met me in Kingston. Do you still have those documents?
I have them here.
Do you mind showing them to me? Okay, so let's just put it down here. So this is an appraisal document from Evans Property. It's stamped. And the report was done on August the 30th, 2011. So you've been dealing with this matter for quite a while.
Yeah, quite a while.
And it said that you had 5 orange trees that were bearing. The estimated value was $450, and without fruits, 4 without fruits, $70. The estimated value. The mango trees, 3 bearing for $420. Without fruits, you had 5 coconut trees bearing, 3 without fruits, 4. Those are $260 and $80. Lime trees, 2 bearing. So you had quite a few trees. Beckwith plum.
Yes.
7. Let me see if I get this correct. 5 pigeon peas trees. You had 75, and the total value. Okay, so you had Wallaby post 12. Yeah. Those were for the fencing, I guess. And you had Rabacasan.
Right.
12 loads of Rabacasan.
Right.
So you were preparing to build a house, as you said. And you had 35 sacks of cement.
Yeah. And
the labor cost of the work that you had done on the property was valued at $2,000. So a total value of $23,442. And this is a photograph of the property that you had.
Yes.
So where did you get this document from?
The same guy,
Evans.
Evans.
Well, he did it for you.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
And can you remember which year the government initially contacted you and tell you had to move for the construction of the power plant?
I think it's I think it's 2008.
Mm-hmm. So it's quite a few years. It's 15 years now.
2008.
But well, one of the questions I had always had, and is that I find it really strange that this situation exists, because the government prides itself and boasts all the time that whenever people are affected by projects, they would relocate the people.
Yeah.
But here you are, you're saying that you're removed from the land. You have a document that's signed and sealed, saying that this was the value of the stuff that you had.
Right.
And you're saying that nothing was ever given to you.
It's true.
But if you were to speak to, let's say, the Minister of Housing or the Prime Minister, if you were to speak to them directly, if they were to watch this video, what would you say to them? What would you say in terms of your situation and your need?
Well, what I will say to them, and I don't really know what to say to them too, because I like, it's very long. And then all I will like, I do this money he will give me just a little thing, but I will still satisfy because I need somewhere good.
And you're getting
Yes,
down
ma'am.
in age. You're
And
almost 70 years old.
yeah.
Do you mind if I ask you how much you paid for the land?
This land here I pay $6,400 and something dollars. It is 3,000 square foot. I think it's 78 by, it seems 76 or 77.
Feet. So it's not
Yeah.
that big a parcel for you.
No.
It's just enough for you to put a house on.
Yes.
Have you I know you've been trying to, well, you've been in contact with me for a while trying to
Yeah.
get me to come here. Have you been in the same way, been visiting government offices like the Ministry of Social Development?
Yes. And I get torn down.
Which ministries did you go to?
No. I go to well, he's not a me. Oh, I've been go to Francis,
Senator Junior Francis?
Julian Francis, and Julian Francis up to now I can't get no good word from Julian Francis.
What did he tell you?
He told me, well, he will see. Then I went to Keith Francis with some document.
Who's Keith Francis?
Keith Francis, that is the head of Savira.
Mm-hmm.
And then he give me some document to carry the Pampi, that is the Prime Minister secretary.
Well, he was the permanent secretary, but he retired a year or two ago.
And then he telling me no money in there. And then he sent me to Miss Fabs. I think she been in charge of the Petro Carib.
Mm.
She telling me the same thing. Up to now, I ain't said nowhere to go again. I can't know where to go again. I just don't know where to go again. But I would like, if I could get support, that he could come and build a little home to me. Because when we watch the money, he only look big in your mouth, but the condition I live, I have to pay man still to bring it over here. So I don't know what will take place.
So how did you get in contact with me, with the news? Who told you to come to the media?
It's a guy from Bottom Tongue. And then one day one day I was down Bottom Tongue, sit down there, and the guy showed me, so I mark you good, and I meet you under Corey's day, and I saw I get in touch with you.
All right, well, Mr. Batiste, I hope that at least somebody would see this and reach out to you and try to help you in some way
Right.
or the other.
Thank you very much.
But do you know how many other people were moved from down there?
Yeah, it's very long we move.
And do you know if they were given any assistance?
Some get and some not get. The majority do get nothing. But the majority believe in something like the shanty over there. So like they ain't count them hours be the case,
But you were living in a wall structure.
Yes.
And you were telling me that you don't even have a toilet of your own. You're
Right
just trying
now.
to build one.
Right now. Tomorrow I have to go and look around now. I have to go back to the same lady out of the church out there and
What church was that?
The Lazarene Church. And then I have to go back and tell Sarah if he could help me about how we did a three stack of cement too. It's better going and back tomorrow. Life pay.
How big is the house in which you live now?
This is a 8 by 8.
8 by 8?
Yeah.
Wow.
8 by 8.
If I were to lie down in there, it would just be 2 feet to spare. I don't think I can stretch out both of my arms in there. And did you build it yourself?
Yeah, I do it myself. I do it myself. I do it myself. Yes.
And Batiste on the windows?
No, well, when I come here, they got a lot of bad boys too, you know. Around, you know, so you can't think window, you know.
So because you had a lot of bad boys around, they didn't put any windows?
No, me put no window. I mean, used to go mountain and thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't be hot in the night?
Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Do you still have relatives in Sandy Bay?
Yeah, I have a relative in Sandy Bay.
But why did you decide to stay after the volcano? And that was since 72, you said, right?
71.
Mm-hmm.
71 is the first volcano come. The first one. And the other one come 79.
So why did you decide to stay?
Well, Sandy Bay was very difficult. When I mean difficult, it was difficult with little money and thing, little work and thing. So I say let us stay down here one time. I grew up top Lowmans up there. Up there I grew up. Top Lowmans. With a lady called Francis Williams. She come from Layu. And she married to a guy up Lowmans up there. So I real up around she.